I had a really good time today.
Yeah, me too. I really look.
What are you doing?
She's coming with us.
What are you talking about? Who are you?
I'm your Republican congressman. Now that we're in charge, we're rounding up illegals.
She was born here. She's a citizen.
I don't care. She looks like one of them. But don't worry. When she's in prison in El Salvador, she'll have lots of company.
Progress Action Fund's new ad showing exactly what this fascist administration has been doing in American streets is bothering them. I mean, the National Republican Congressional Committee spokesman said something about Democrats losing the plot if they think a creepy ad like this will win over voters. Mike Marinella called it pathetic, fear-mongering nonsense.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country, and it's a shame.
Pathetic, fear-mongering nonsense. But maybe Mike Marinella was talking about the ad's quote of Donald Trump declaring to come after homegrowns next as fear-mongering.
I want him to do, homegrown criminals next. Yeah. I said, homegrowns are next. The homegrowns built. You got to build about 5 more places. Yeah, that's big. All right. It's not big enough. No, yeah, come on. So this is a much different office.
You see, roaches scatter when the light is shined on them. So the response from MAGA Republicans calling this made-up scare tactics, looking to paint a fake picture of the reality in the country, is just them scattering and panicking in real time. So I guess according to them, these images of citizens being kidnapped and threatened were apparently left out of that ad.
Hey, yo, what the f***? Look. Put him in the car. Hey, these are legal citizens, you pieces of shit. F*** you. Put him in the car. Hey, what the f*** is wrong with you guys? Look. Put him in the car. Hey, I got this shit over here. Don't worry about it. It's still, dude, what the f***? What kind of they're putting hands on him, dude, and you're putting...
I'm twisting that shit. I'm American, bro.
Yo, these guys are literally based off of skin color.
He's not in, bro. I can show you. I got a new ID with.
My homie was born here just because of the way he looks. Homeboy right here took my phone, dog. He arrested me knowing I'm a American, and I proved it to this guy. That's crazy, yo. Hey, bro, that's not fair at all, bro. This is not fair at all, bro. This is not fair at all, bro. We're all American over here, man. Can't be doing this to us, bro. Wrong, bro. I'm American, motherfucker. You don't ever grab me like that, bro. I'm American, motherfucker. I'm American citizen, motherfucker. Dog. I'm an American citizen. You don't ever grab me that way, bitch. Hey, you almost ran me over, homie. Get the f*** out, homie. I will knock you the f*** out. Get out of here. Get out of here. Hey, you forgot to cover your face. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Why is he hitting him? Hey, you guys are not supposed to be hitting people. Back up. Stay back.
The expectation for you to not believe the clear videos of this Gestapo terrorizing people in the streets and in their homes, and instead listen to the standard denial of it from administration officials, is white supremacy. Their obviously fake word is supposed to mean more than what you're watching with your own eyes. Because referring to that ad, White House spokeswoman Jayar Jackson said it'd be more efficient for Democrats to just light their money on fire instead of spending it fear-mongering with a silly ad no one takes seriously. This is clearly just a sad attempt to distract from the violent Democrat rioters in LA who want to keep criminal illegal aliens in American communities. Criminal illegal aliens who are determined to be that by a group of fascists that openly don't believe in the Constitution.
President Trump has talked about potentially suspending habeas corpus to take care of the illegal immigration problem. When could we see that happen, do you think?
Well, the Constitution is clear, and that, of course, is the supreme law of the land, that the privilege of the writ of habeas corpus can be suspended in a time of invasion. So I would say that's an option we're actively looking at. Look, a lot of it depends on whether the courts do the right thing or not.
How do you determine, or how do your people in the field determine that somebody is a gang member?
Look, it's very Smith. I've noticed in the media.
What we've heard from lawyers representing some of these people is that they deny that they're members of this gang, or either Tren de Aragua or MS-13. Do they get a chance to prove that before you take them out of the country and put them into a notorious prison in a country that they're not even from? I mean, do they have any due process at all?
Confident. Look, due process. Where was Lake and Ronnie's due process? Where were all these young women that were killed and raped by members of TDA? Where was their due process?
Un-American roaches. Everyone sees it. It's why California rapper Jay Taj returned an honor that his hometown gave him after the mayor of Santa Ana condemned the community for taking to the streets to protest the normalization of ICE agents already in the streets.
My family migrated here decades ago from the Jim Crow South and from the Western Pacific to give future generations, including myself, a better shot at life. Because of their sacrifice, I've been fortunate enough to go out and do a couple cool things with my life. And for that, and for being a member of this community, I stood in this very room just 2 weeks ago to receive an honor that I truly held close to my heart. A recognition from the very institution that's sworn to uphold the integrity of the city and its people. But in the short time since that, the pride that I was feeling has been overtaken by something else. And that's this feeling of responsibility. There's a conflict in my heart over what this recognition is supposed to represent now. You see, I don't need to recount the atrocities that are committed by ICE and the things that have happened in this city for the last 12 days. What I do need to do is address the response or lack thereof from this city's leadership, specifically you, Mayor. You see, you were elected by the very people that you have now labeled as reckless and destructive. Your recent public statements made to justify your absence, defend your indifference, or what I call opposition. These things aren't just disappointing to hear, they're hurtful. You see, it shows a clear disconnect between you and the lived experiences of the people that you're supposed to serve in a city that you call a sanctuary. You've dismissed the idea that standing with your people is some sort of pointless Chicano fist pump. You see, to me, that says everything about your capacity to recognize the moment and the people that your community are suffering in. You see, I can't hold this recognition with your signature on it. So I came here to return this to the city of Santa Ana. You may not understand why it's important for you to stand with us, and I'm sure this doesn't mean anything to you for me to return this. You said going out there, you're not for a photo op, but you were totally cool with taking a photo with me 2 weeks ago, and you don't know a single song that I've ever rapped. Valerie, maybe one day when there's better leadership here, we'll revisit this conversation. But for now, I want you to remember that you standing with us means that you're present, and right now you're absent, and that's the opposite of leadership.
If nothing else, this movement of fascism is identifying who the people are, from our local communities to our friends and coworkers to the openly anti-American bigots in our federal government that only believed in equal rights for all when they secretly thought that all meant just themselves.
All those institutional norms and laws that were embodied in the Constitution imperfectly and then over time were expanded so that we had a basic understanding of, like, I can't just be picked up on the street and hauled off to another country. That's not something. That wasn't a partisan view. That wasn't a Republican or a Democratic notion that shouldn't happen. That was an American value and norm.